Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Malin Havefjell and I just realized I haven't done any presentation video in English on my channel here. So I want to present myself for all of you who doesn't speak Swedish and just talk a little bit who I am and what type of help you can get from me. And if you want to book a meeting with me where we can discuss your situation and find solutions to your problems, then you do that the easiest way by going to my website www.havefjall.se, where you can schedule a meeting in my online calendar. And then we will meet in a Zoom meeting. Perhaps I will sit there in my office space, or we will meet in my remote office space in my camper van, because every now and then I am away and work from there, so I work remotely. But most of the times I work from my home here, out in the woods in Sweden. Well, who am I and why am I running this channel, and where do I get my knowledge from? Well, I used to work at the Swedish tax agency as a tax agent, and I worked there for about 10 years. And I worked with the webinars and like doing this kind of information. But I wanted to do a little bit more than I was allowed to do when working at an authority. Because if you work at the authorities, you are not allowed to give advices. You are only allowed to tell right from wrong according to the question that has been asked. You can't say, well, but if you do like this, then we can find a solution here. And that really frustrates me a lot. I want to be able to help. I used to be a sole trader in my 20s as well, and that is also the reason I ended up at the tax agency later, because there was so much that I didn't understand when running a sole trader or a business in Sweden, with all the paperwork, with all the tax returns, and there were so many things ended up in my mailbox that I didn't understand. And I thought, oh, there must be a way to better explain this. I want to learn. I am a person who likes to learn more when I don't understand. So I started to read on the university, and then I didn't really understood everything. Then after I have done the 3 years there, so I also tried to get employed by the Swedish tax agency to actually learn what is this in reality, how is everything working practically. So there I was for 10 years before I felt that, okay, now I actually understand what's going on here with all the tax returns and paperwork and bookkeeping, accounting, and all that kind of things. And I now am where I wanted to be 20 years ago, being able to help those who are in the situation that I was when I was in my 20s and trying to start a company. I didn't have anyone in my family who had been running a company before me, so I was, really a newbie on all these kind of things. So with my channel, I want you to be able to get the information that you need in a way that you actually understand. English is not my first language, as you can hear, but maybe that's not your first language either. But I believe that we can find ways to understand each other anyway, and the important thing here is that you understand what your responsibilities are when you are running a company here in Sweden. What is all these tax returns? How does the income tax return work? What is the preliminary income tax and VAT? How does all that kind of things work? And then we have the bookkeeping. Well, it's so much. It can get really frustrating. But when you actually understand it, and when you have the key to all this knowledge, it's not so complicated. It's just that you need to get that key to understand how everything is working together. And the bookkeeping can actually be a really good tool for you when you run a company. So it's a good investment to learn. You don't need to be able to do the bookkeeping, but you should be able to understand your bookkeeping, because you are responsible for your bookkeeping and all the numbers and figures and tax returns and all that kind of things. You are the one who are responsible for it, even if you purchase that service from someone else. So it's really good to have the basic knowledge, and that is what I want to give you. Either you look on my videos here on YouTube, or if you schedule a meeting with me, or if you take one of my online courses. Those you can also find on my website www.havefjall.se, and I have those in English as well. So please head over there and see if some of them are something for you, or if you want to just check my webinars, that is also okay. So if you like what I'm doing here on YouTube, I'm sure you would also like my online courses and the webinars that I have on my website. And if you want to learn even more, if you want to dig even deeper into your circumstances, your situation, your company, then you schedule a meeting with me and we can discuss how you should handle all these things so it is the best for you. And I can also help you make the settings in your bookkeeping depending on what software system you prefer to work with. So welcome to my channel, and I hope you will enjoy, and also know that there are more information to get if you head over to my website. See you in the next video. Bye bye.